What's going on, fellow YouTubers?
Call me Francois.
Here, and you're watching the gameplay by none other than me.
Call me Francois.
So happy today is episode 1 to a new series I'm starting on my channel called Become Better at Black Ops 2. I've realized that this game is a little trickier than the last one, like MW3. So these are a couple tips and tricks that I feel like will help me a lot, and will help you become better at Black Ops 2. So let's get started. So in episode 1 here, I'm going to go over useless perks that I don't think are necessary for you to use in this game. First, in the perk 1 tier, we got Lightweight, which makes you move faster and you take no damage when falling. Hardline, you earn your score streaks faster. Next, we have Blind Eye, which makes you undetectable by AI-controlled air support. And then we have Flak Jacket, which you take less explosive damage. This I find useful during games where there's an objective and people will be throwing grenades on, such as like a B domination or even A or C, I guess. In Ghost, you cannot be detected by enemy UAVs while moving, planting, or defusing bombs, or while controlling score streaks. This obviously is very useful and is used a lot in Black Ops 1. You might get flack for using it, but if you want to use it, it's up to you. I find this very useful. But out of all of these, the perks I would find least useful would have to be Flak Jacket, and maybe Blind Eye, depends how you play. But Flak Jacket, unless you're playing objective-based games. Next, we'll jump into the perk 2 slot. First one is Toughness, and this you flinch less when you're shot. I find this useful for hip firing, or in MW3 you would get view kicked a lot, so it cuts down on that. Cold-blooded, you're resistant to every targeting system, and you can read the list right there. And you have no name when the red crosshairs when targeted. This can be very useful as well if you notice a lot of people are using targeting systems, because even though targeting system makes it easy for you, you might rely on it too much, and then when you don't see that target, you kind of get screwed. The next perk we have is Fast Hands, which allows you to swap weapons faster and use equipment faster. You can also reset the fuse when throwing back frag grenades. I at first thought this was sleight of hand, because judging by the symbol, but once I found out what it does, I kind of really don't find it useful, so I don't use it that much. If at all, I guess. Next we have Hardwires, which makes you immune to counter UAVs and EMPs. This would be under a perk that I don't find useful, so I would include it under here. I don't see anybody using counter UAVs or EMPs, so I never have it equipped. The next perk we have a Scavenger, and this allows you to replenish ammo and equipment from enemies killed by non-explosive weapons, which kind of makes sense, I guess. This I find very useful if you're not using a secondary, because you pick 10 perk system, you might not want to equip a secondary because it takes up a slot. You could use something else. So use a Scavenger, make sure you always have ammo. And another tip is also if you have multi-grenades equipped, you can equip them and do some work. Jumping right into perk 3, first we have Dexterity, which allows you to aim faster after sprinting, and you may not climb faster. I use this for rushing around, obviously because you can climb faster, but you can also aim faster than most people who aren't using it, so you can get the beat on them. Next we have Extreme Conditioning, and this allows you to sprint for a longer duration, and this can be useful on a bigger map if you are using SMG and you spawn maybe across the map from where you want to go or where you want to be, so you can run there a lot quicker. Next we have Engineer, and this shows enemy equipment on the world. You can delay trigger explosives, reroll, and booby trap care packages. The booby trap care packages could be kind of fun, but I don't really find it useful. The only thing I would use this for is seeing where enemy equipment are, because there could be a lot of bouncing betties around or claymores, and you can avoid those areas. Next we have Tactical Mask, and this reduces the effect of flashbangs, concussion grenades, and shock charges. Once again, I would throw this in the category as not really useful for what I play. I play Kill Confirm, so I don't really use this, but objective-based games, you might want to use it a lot. Dead Silence allows you to move silently, but once again, I don't find this perk useful because Black Ops 2, the sound isn't really fixed in this game, but until it gets fixed or patched, it won't be useful. And finally, Awareness, and this allows enemy movement to be easier to hear. I would put this in the useless category because, once again, the sound in Black Ops 2 is still broken, and unless you pair it with Dead Silence, and then it still isn't even as good as it was in previous games, so I don't really find this useful. So to cap it off, I would say on perk 3, the bottom 3, Tactical Mask, Dead Silence, and Awareness, are not really usable. Engineer kind of, but only if you want to see where enemy equipments are. And I guess Tactical Mask would be useful if you are playing objective-based games. But if you're doing something like Kill Confirm Team Deathmatch, it's probably best to just stay away from it and stick with Dexterity or Extreme Conditioning. So there you have it, episode 1 of Becoming Better at Black Ops 2. If you missed anything, just rewatch the video. You can pause there certain things if you want. hopefully you can use these tips I just provided for you, and keep an eye out for the next episode.
Call me Francois. Take what you can, leave what you must, 'cause you're coming with us.